Hey guys, Flip here. So welcome to another whiteboard example I wanted to share with you all today. So today is one of the most common strategies used in the industry for investors, and that strategy is called the BRRRR strategy. So for some of you guys who know a little bit or don't know anything, I'm gonna break it down today and explain how the process works, and I've used it many times over and over. And it's really good right now in today's real estate market, and I'll show you guys why. So this here is just a number I picked, just a random number. The first B in BRRRR stands for what you buy it at. This one, let's say it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath property here in Arizona. The purchase price is at $220,000. You found it through, let's say, a wholesaler in Arizona, for example. And then I looked at it, and with my experience in renovation, that's something maybe you guys haven't renovated before. You would have to take a subcontractor, general contractor out to the property, because that number in renovation is very important in the equation, because it could change everything what you're trying to do with the BRRRR strategy. So for this example, I knew the property. It was about 1,000 square feet. It was built in, let's say, the 70s or 80s. It needed a facelift. So for example, on this one, for the $30,000, we can put in some new flooring. We could paint it. Some of the key elements of having a high appraised value is the kitchen. That had to be very nice. And then also the 2 bathrooms. So those are things to consider. Know your costs, know what it's gonna cost to renovate the property. And I could help you with all that. I have charts and graphs on breakdowns, and then you'll have to figure out what the contractors, subcontractors will cost to lay the flooring. How much do they charge for 1,000 square foot paint? Do they only charge for the material, or they charge for, I'm sorry, only for the labor? Do you provide the paint? So there's a lot of different ways to work with subcontractors, and we talk more about that in some other videos. For this example though, guys, the rent, or now for me, the Airbnb income, is $4,000 per month. So once I stabilize the property, then I stabilize the debt, and I'll talk about stabilizing the debt once we're getting closer to the bottom. So stabilize the property. When I bought it, it was rough. So it was probably a C- property. By putting in the renovation, you raise up to an A property. So that's the goal with BRRRR, so you can get the maximum appraised value for the property. So this one, my hedge fund I use, or you could use a mortgage broker, bank. For this example, just let's say we used a mortgage broker. So they're gonna wanna see 3 months of proof of income. So what I did is I go on to Airbnb, print out the proof of income. It shows, 123 BRRRR Street, and it breaks down how much income I made for the first 3 months after we renovated the property. So once we do that, they come up, they have to send a appraiser out there. You send them proof of income, and then you have to send them your bank statements too, to show that once you get the loan on there, you can repay the loan. But this happened to be, let's say a 30-year loan, fixed at 4% investment. We did get the appraisal back. We ended up improving the value quite a bit. We refinanced it at $330,000. So we had a ton of equity created. We got some cash back. So that's the ultimate goal of BRRRR strategy. You want to get money back at the refinance, the closing at the title company. So basically, on this example, we pull out, let's say, $60,000 back. So that pays for all your renovation costs. Now you have $30,000 in your pocket for your next deal. So that 30 you could use as an earnest deposit, you could use it as down payment, and then you just repeat the process. So that is the BRRRR strategy. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to send me a message. I'll answer all your questions on the BRRRR strategy. So hopefully that was helpful. If you guys liked the whiteboard today, please share it with your friends, send a like, send a comment. We'll see you on the next whiteboard.